Hello and welcome. We are slowly admitting some students. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, I see Jacob. There's Amelia. Hi, Amelia. Today, we are going to be talking about multiple things. Hi, Amelia. How was your weekend?
Good.
Good. What did you do, Amelia?
Well,
Didn't do a whole lot.
well,
Stay inside and do puzzles? Did you play on your computer?
Oh, may I show you something? May I show you my writing sample?
Yes, let me see your writing samples. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Enzo.
Hi, Katie.
What did you do this weekend?
What did I do? Well, on Saturday, even though you're not allowed to go to places, I was kind of being naughty. I went to my uncle's house.
You were being naughty and went to your uncle's house. Well, that's okay, as long as they're less than 10.
Yeah, that too. And on Sunday, I had different kinds of donuts for some reason.
May I read you?
Yes, Amelia. Let me see. Do you want to read it to us to start off the day?
Yeah. My favorite video game is river rafting. I also enjoy playing the video game Rally Ball. My second favorite video game is 20,000 Leagues. I watch Octonauts on the television.
Oh, very fun. Is that what? That's very good writing. Very good writing. All right, so now what I want you guys to do is, everybody, please get out your ELA, your English, where we talked about synonyms and where we talked about plural and where we talked about singular. Can you guys get all of that out for me, please?
Do you want to go get your binder?
If you have the book, you are on page 88. If you have the book, you are on page 88.
You don't have the book.
If you don't have the book, that's completely fine. I'm going to write it up on the whiteboard and we will go over it with class, okay? So if you don't have a book, just get out a white piece of paper, a lined piece of paper, and we'll go from there. Give me a thumbs up when you guys are ready.
Miss Katie,
Yes?
what page is it?
If you have the book, we're on page 88. Okay? If you don't have the book, don't worry. I'm going to write it on the board. Does everybody have a piece of paper and a pencil? Give me a thumbs up. Good, good, good.
I have,
Good.
Miss Katie, I have it. I have the book.
Yes, I see. You have the book. So you are on page 88. We're talking about synonyms. Who remembers the word synonym? Raise your hand for me and I'll call on you. Who remembers synonym? Yes, let's go with Enzo. What is a synonym?
A synonym means that if two words mean the same thing.
Good. Synonym.
Write it down, okay?
If you guys do not have this written down, I want everybody to write synonym. If you think about it, there's two Y's that are the same. It also starts with an S. So S, synonym, are words that mean the same.
Yeah. I can't write synonyms because I'm in my language arts book.
Good. If you're in the book, you are completely fine. And it's already written for you. If you don't have the book, can you please write this down? Synonym, what does that mean? The same. Same. Or it's almost the same. key word here is same.
Like
Think, two Y's. There are two Y's in synonym. Those are the same, right? And it starts with an S. Same. Good. Let's do, good morning, Kyrie. Let's do some examples of some synonyms, okay? If you have the book, you can follow along with us, or you can do it by yourself. So right now we are going to match the word with its synonym. So I'm going to write 6 words on the boards, and we're gonna go over it, okay? So first word, big. Second word is going to be tired. Third word is going to be quick. You guys do not have to write this down, but if you have the book, you can look. Fourth word, yell, or make fun.
fast.
Happy. Happy, because today's a glorious day. And the last word is to yell. All right, so I'm going to put a word bank in red, okay? And we are going to match them. You can also add the words because there's multiple words that can be synonyms to these words. So I'm going to do a word bank in red. Jump, sleepy, glad, when you are glad, fast, shout, and large. All right, let's do the first one, big. With our word bank right here, what word is a synonym?
Large.
Big. I heard someone shout out large. Good. Large. Let's cross that one off. Large. Let's do tired.
Sleepy.
Answer. Please do not answer
Sleepy.
yet.
Sleepy.
I heard you guys say sleepy. If you guys already answered, please don't answer again, okay? I'm not going to be looking straight at my computer, so I'm going to have you guys shout it out, okay? I do see you raising your hand, Elle. Do you have a question or do you want to answer?
Answer.
Okay, if you want to answer, I'm going to have you guys shout it out. But once you shout out one answer and I write it down, you guys have to be quiet for the rest to answer, okay? For the next ones. So, Elle, since you rose your hand for this, what are we going to put right here for tired?
Sleepy.
Sleepy. Okay, so sleepy. Is that a synonym? Synonym is the same. So if you're tired, you are sleepy. Yes. Very good. Let's cross that out. Next one, when you are quick, let's see, a new person.
Fast.
Who said fast?
Fast.
Fast, good. Fast. F-A-S-T, fast. Do you guys remember that in sign language? Fast. Good. Next one. Hop. If I
Jump.
hop.
Jump.
Jump.
Jump. Jump. Jump. Jump. Jump. Jump. Jump.
Everybody give me a hop or a jump. Good. Hop and jump, everybody. Hop and jump. I want to see hop and jump. Good. Jump. That is correct. They mean the same. Correct. The next one. Happy.
Glad. Glad.
Glad. Very good. When you are glad to see someone, you're happy. Like, I am glad to see all of your beautiful faces, meaning I'm happy to see everybody on this beautiful Monday. All right, the last one.
Shout.
Yell at somebody.
Shout out.
Shout. Good. Can everybody do a really quick, short little shout for me? Ah.
Ah!
Ah.
Ah!
Shout. Good. Wow, you guys are so good. Look at that. You did 6. So, can you answer for me in our chat what it means to be a synonym. I want you guys to give me an example of 2 other words, okay? So none of these on the board. I want to see 2 words that you guys are going to give me an example for, okay?
None, like 0. None.
None and 0. Good, very good. Or you guys can say them verbally if you guys don't want to write them. That's a good one, Amelia.
Good and great. Good and great.
And what was it?
Good and good. Good and great.
Yeah, those are almost the same. So they're synonyms. When you're great means you're woohoo. When you're good, you're also woohoo. Good job. We're gonna go on the opposite now. What does opposite mean? Can somebody answer? Anastasia, what does opposite mean?
Opposite, like the other side, like
The other side, yeah, you can have opposite as in from here, the opposite of this part of the room is over there, right?
What one?
What about, let's see, hi Foxen, can you tell me what opposite means?
Opposite means like small is the opposite of big.
Small is opposite of big, that's a great example. So these are antonyms. Antonyms, so I'm gonna write that on the board. Foxen, since you are new, I want you to write synonym on the board. You don't have to write this whole sentence, but you have to write the same or almost the same, okay? So I want you to write that down for me with synonym. Okay, I'm gonna move on to antonym, which is the opposite. Good. Let's add Bo. Good morning, Bo, welcome. Since you just came in here, I want you to write this sentence down. If you don't want to write the whole sentence, you can just write the underline red, okay? Okay, cool. Welcome. Okay. Antonym. What does antonym mean? We just said the word opposite, so could somebody come up with a definition with the word opposite in it for antonym? Raise your hand for me. See, lots of writing for those who are new. You guys can also write in the chat. Amelia.
Like no, that's a bad example. So big is the opposite of and up is the opposite of down.
Up
That means that
down.
like opposite.
Good, good example. So for a definition, the word up and the word down is opposite. So words that are opposite. Good. If you want to write the whole sentence down, you are more than welcome to write the whole sentence down, or you can just do the underline. Antonym for opposite. Good. When I have the equal sign, this means this equals this. These equal this, okay? So that is the equal sign. But what is a synonym? A synonym is right here. Words that mean the same or almost the same, Nicole. An antonym is just the opposite. So like I had a few examples. The few examples were big and small. They're opposites, right? Like small and tiny are the same. But big and small are opposites. Good. So I'm going to give you guys a second to write that down before I go on to examples. I'm going to write those on the board for right now. They're going to be sentences. I'm going to write them in red.
Are we going to write the sentences?
Is that again?
Are we going gonna write the sentences?
If you guys do not have a book, I want you to write the sentences. Hello, Rush. Welcome. So I want you for Rush, write down the synonym and the sentence. Write down antonyms and the sentence. Make sure you have all these underlined words. We are writing sentences down. If you do not have the book, if you do have the book, we are now on page 90. If you do not have the book, we are writing down the sentences. Okay? The opposite of day is blank.
The opposite of day is what?
Night. Night.
All right, Amelia. What do you say?
Night.
Good. Night. If you have the book, you guys can write night. But Amelia, some people don't have the book, so we're gonna let them answer when they're done writing, okay? So don't shout out the answer, okay? We're gonna raise our hands and we'll wait this time, okay? All right, second one. The opposite of
Empty is, what's the opposite of empty?
opposite of empty. Can somebody raise your hand or write it in the group chat? The opposite of empty. If you guys do not want to write all of that, that is completely fine. You can write number 2 and your answer, okay? But I do want some writing, okay? If you can write, I want to see that, okay? All right, I see Amelia's hands up. Let's see anybody else's hands up. You guys are writing Rush.
Full.
Full, the opposite of empty is?
Full.
Full, good. Full. Very good. The next one, the opposite of all right, who is humming? Whoever is humming, can you answer this one for me? The opposite of happy is?
Sad.
Sad, good.
Good.
I'm guessing since you're humming, you are happy. Because a happy person hums, just like a happy person sings. Happy. So the opposite of happy is sad. Let me see your sad faces. Good job, Kyrie. Let me see your sad face. Very good, very good. All right, good job. I'm gonna keep going. I'll leave this last one.
Oh, Mommy,
Yes.
I can't see that you write it down. She erased it.
It's okay if I erased it. Foxen, why don't you just finish this one, okay?
The opposite of happy
Foxen, do you want to finish just this one?
Opposite of happy is sad.
sad. Okay, just write that down.
Yeah.
All right, good. Next one. Oh, Maria. This is the example you gave. Let's see. Can you raise your hand if you think, or when you are done with the, did you write this down, Anastasia? I see your hand is up, but did you write it down? Or do you have your book? Yeah? All right, Anastasia.
Down.
You want to read it? Anastasia, can you read it to me, the whole thing?
The opposite of up is down.
Good, down. The opposite of up is down. Very good. All right, Amelia, are you writing this down? The opposite of up is down. Or do you have your book? If you have your book, did you write it? Thumbs up or down? Okay, good, very good. Next one. The opposite of stop.
big. No, Mom, don't too fast.
It's okay. If you guys need to take your time, take your time.
Keep up as you can. Just listen to what she has to say.
Miss Katie.
Write it that fast.
Yes. Am I going too fast for you?
Miss Katie.
Yes.
Try your best, Dr.
I'll slow down for you guys. I'm sorry. Yes. Who's saying my name? Raise your hand if you're saying my name. No. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Mommy, Kyrie.
The opposite of stop is, who can answer this one?
Go?
Wait.
Is it go?
Go.
Go. Good. Okay, you guys don't need another numbers. Good. Go. Let's use it in a sentence. Let's see. The car is stopped at a red light. The light turns green. And the car goes. Good. Very good. Good job, Elle. All right, I'm going to erase this bottom one, okay? Is that okay? Does everybody have number 3 down?
Yes.
If I'm going too fast, I'll slow down, okay? So if I'm going too fast, type in the chat, okay? And I will see. Try and write a little slower as well. 6.
Mommy, I don't have enough space.
Hold on, baby. You can, what is this? Okay, that's okay. The opposite down.
Back.
Mommy, it's in the
Forward, forward.
Forward. Okay.
Opposite of stop is, just write stop and go, okay?
Okay.
So,
You're close. What is the root word for forward? So we're reversing. Opposite of reverse.
stop.
But what about just back? You're looking at the back of me. Now you're looking at the
Front. Front.
front. Good. Front. Very good.
The opposite of back is,
Back is front.
okay, so put
Good.
back.
Very good. Now, what I want you guys to do, those who are done, give me, write down 2 examples. 1, a synonym,
But I want
and antonym.
Here. Here.
You don't have to do them in
Synonym.
sentences.
Synonym is the
Wait,
same.
right 2?
1
Synonym.
synonym and 1 an antonym.
Means the same.
Write one of each.
Yeah, so for an example, for the synonym, you're going to write big and large. In your own examples. For antonyms, you're going to do big and small.
Or you want to send it to everyone?
What's the same?
Just the teacher?
Okay?
You can tell whatever.
Everybody know what they're trying to do right now? Elle, do you have a question?
I want to raise my hand.
Okay. If you guys have a question, just raise your hand and I'll call you, okay?
Here, and then hit send, okay? What do you want to type? Just
All right. Good job. Everybody hard up work. I can't wait to hear these examples. Good, good, good. Good job. All right, raise your hand when you are done, and I will call and hear your examples. Yes, let's start with Enzo.
An example of what?
So we're making right now, we're doing examples. Did you finish writing all this, Enzo?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now what you guys are going to do is write an example of A synonym. Just one example. So a synonym, big and large.
Mhm.
That's your example, okay?
Uh-huh.
Then you're gonna do one antonym,
Mhm.
big and small.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are the examples. So I want one of each.
Okay.
And when you're done, we'll come and talk about it, okay? L.
I'm done with mine.
You're done with yours. Okay, good.
I'm
What's
done.
your synonym?
Small and tiny.
Small and tiny. Very good. What is your antonym?
Small and big.
Small and big. Very good. Very good. Is anybody else done with their two examples? Yes, Anastasia. You need to speak up, Anastasia. I can barely hear you.
Sad and happy.
Sad and happy is an antonym. Good. What is your synonym? Meaning the same.
Up and down.
Up and down. So that is still an antonym, okay? So a synonym means words that are the same or almost the same. So
Sad and happy.
sad and happy is an antonym. Let's go
Glad
over
and
synonyms.
happy.
Say it one more time.
Glad and happy.
Glad and happy. Good. Perfect. Exactly. Let's see. Anyone else? Jacob. Let's unmute yourself. There you go.
The opposite of up.
You have one?
Down.
Good. The opposite of up is down. Now what's your synonym? Two words that mean the same. Can you give me an example of two words that mean something that's the same or almost the same? I can come back to you. Why don't you figure out two examples that mean something that's the same or almost the same? Amelia.
Unhappy.
Say it one more time.
Sad and unhappy.
Sad and unhappy. Good. Those are synonyms. What is an antonym?
So the opposite of happy is sad.
The opposite of happy is sad. Good. I like how you use the word unhappy. Unhappy also means sad. Very good. Kyrie.
Right and left, happy and glad.
What was it? You went too fast.
Right and left,
Right and left. Good.
happy and glad.
Happy and glad. Very good. Yeah, if I'm going the opposite way, I'm going this way, and I go, oh, I gotta go this way. Two opposite directions. Good, very good. Anybody else want to share their Toxin, do you want to share yours? No? Okay, that's okay. Anybody else want to share this before we move on? We will continue going over antonyms this week. Antonyms are the opposite. Synonyms are the same. We're going to continue going over those, but for today, good job. Thumbs up. Give yourself a pat on the back for doing that. All right, next one. We are going to go back to plural. Who remembers what plural means?
One.
Say it one more time.
More than one.
More than one. Very good. Plural.
Plural.
More than
And
one.
one.
So you guys already wrote this down. You guys can rewrite it.
Like
Okay, so I'm going to draw a picture and I'm gonna write something on the side and you guys are gonna fill it in. We are gonna talk about, today we're just talking about S's, but we will go into ES and IES, the difference, okay? So, just for S, if I draw a picture of, say, create angel baseball hats. What am I adding right here in this box? Because there's 3 of them. How many what am I adding right here?
S.
Here.
S. Good. What if I just do that? There's only 1 shirt. One dress. Do I add an S?
No?
No.
No, I keep it alone, so I just exit out. Good. 1 dress is singular. Singular, plural. What if I had, oops, they're not very good pictures. I'll say candy canes. How about that? Candy cane. They were supposed to be socks, but I'm gonna make them candy cane. Do I add something at the end?
No?
Candy cane?
No.
How many candy canes do you see?
4. So you add an S.
Is that more than 1?
Yes.
So when I'm talking about all these different candy canes, do I add the S or do I leave it without an S?
S.
S.
Add an S. Good. Candy canes. There's more than 1. What about, let's say,
No.
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
what do I have? When I have 2, do I add an S?
Yes.
S.
Yes, cats. What if I had all of these be cats? Do I still add an S?
Yes.
Yeah, because anything infinite more than 1, you add an S. Right. So more than 1, you add an S. Very good. Yes. What is your question, Elle?
Do we have to write this?
No, you don't have to write those. You were just gonna, the other ones I wanted you to write. This one was more just paying attention, okay? So now, if you have your book, it is in your book on page, it's a different page. It's 77, but that's okay. If you have a book, that was page 77. So we're going back and forth a little bit. Do you see that? All right, so now what I want to do is the difference between S and IES and ES. So far, all we had to do was add an S, correct? Correct. But now there's going to be a difference. This part is not in your book, so I just want you to pay attention. Okay. So when you're adding an S, you're making the noun plural. We're not gonna write that one. Okay, yeah, we are. You guys, I want you guys to write this part down. S, making the noun plural. All right. S.
Oh, Miss Katie.
Yes. Who said that? You want to raise your hand if you said that?
That was me.
Oh, hi. Amadeus, don't you have another class you're supposed to be in?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the 11 a.m.
Oh, the 11 a.m. Okay, that's right now. Okay, Amadeus, please go back to your classroom. Thank you. So for an S, We're adding an S to make the sound plural. That is what we just did. Now, when we talk about IES, IES, we're also making a noun plural, but this has with the constant with Y.
What's a Y word?
So Y words, anything that ends in Y is going to change to IES.
Money.
Who can think of a word that ends in Y? Faxon.
Honey.
Money.
Bunny.
A bunny.
Yes.
Bunny. Good. So a bunny is going to go bunnies.
Okay,
Can you see that?
bunny.
What did I change?
How do you do to?
Amelia, what did I change?
I've got one. Candies.
Candy.
Candy.
Let's stick with bunny for right now. We'll use that next. But you see this Y?
Yeah.
The Y, we changed it to an IES. So you just said candy.
Honey.
And then candy.
Candy
I don't know.
C-A-N-D-Y.
ends with a Y. We're going to change that to candies.
How do you change that to more than
And
one?
that, I want you guys to write this example down for me. We're changing the Y
Oh, okay.
to IES. Yes, Cole.
Pennies.
Penny?
Yeah.
A penny, good. A penny, P turns into pennies.
Puppy.
Good. So that is your example. I want you guys to write all these examples down. Good job. The difference with the Y is you're taking the constant with the Y and you're adding IES. Good. So you did not have to draw the hats before, but you do have to draw these examples. Yes. Rush.
X-ray.
Say it again.
You can do X-ray.
X-ray. That one is a little different.
Oh, right. You can do money.
It's a little different. Money. Monies is not, oh, let's see. You can do monies.
Are you following the option?
They're going so fast.
Money is already plural, actually. There's no,
Yes.
you don't say my money.
Mon.
My money. We have another example. So what about kitty? Let's do kitty. I'm gonna give this one to L. What about kitty? It's plural.
I-E-L.
What do I change it to IES?
Kitty.
What part of kitty am I changing to IES?
The Y.
The Y. Very good. Equals. So the Y is changing from that to that. Very good. Let me see another example. Coal.
Fly.
Say it again. Fly.
Fly.
Fly. What am I changing it to?
Flies.
Flies. Good. How do I spell that?
F-I-Y.
L.
F-L. How else do I
I-E-S.
IES. Very good. Flies. So I'm changing the Y to IES. Wow, you guys are stellar. Woohoo! Yes, Elle, what is your question?
Do we have to write the kitty and the flies too?
No, you don't have to write that. I just want to make sure you guys know the Y is what changes to IES. You just need a few examples for you guys to remember. We're gonna be practicing more. I also have a homework assignment. You guys do not have to print it, but if you want, you guys can print it. It's it's colorful, but you can print it in black and white if you want. It talks about Y in IES. It also talks about just adding S. And there's one other thing that we'll talk about, which we will go over more tomorrow. But very good, you guys, with your antonyms. We're gonna end off today with everybody. Can you write in the chat what one example that's not on the board? One example that's not on the board, or you can verbally tell me.
How do you go to the chat?
So how do you go to the chat? All right, you're gonna move your cursor, which is your mouse, the little pad, and a screen pops up at the bottom and it says chat. So when you click that, something on the right-hand side pops up. Do you see that?
Flies.
If you already gave me an example, you are good to go. So who gave me an example of flies? Who gave me an example of penny? Who gave me an example of
Where's B?
bunny? You guys are able to go. Very good job.
Wait, what do we type?
You're gonna type an example. So like this one says bunny, and then you change it to bunnies. So you're gonna type an example, okay?
How do you get onto the app?
Okay, so to get onto the chat, if you move your cursor or the little mouse pad and you go down, a chat button will appear in the bottom, and you click that, and then the chat pops up.
I don't have a mouse thingy.
Good job, Elle.
I
If you don't have the mouse, you can just verbally tell me. How about that? Do you have an example? Good job, Elle. Dogs and doggies.
Russian.
What was it?
Rushing.
So we're gonna do some from Y. So she had doggy to doggies.
Type stuff.
Like kitty to kitties. So L, doggies.
No. How do you erase?
Butterfly to butterflies. Good. If you want to tell me verbally, just raise your hand. So Amelia, you are good to go. I saw butterflies. Yes, Amelia, do you want to tell me?
Butterfly.
Good, butterfly. Butterflies. You're good to go.
Way.
L, you went from doggy to doggy. Good. Cole, let me see yours. Yes, rush.
No way.
Rushing to rushies.
Rushy? It has to be a word, rush.
Well, my sister calls me rushies. Rushy, and that's why I said it.
That's good. But it has to be a noun or a word. Rush is your name, so it's a little different with names, okay? But really good job.
Well,
I'll do an example with all of you guys as the ending, okay?
can it be like the rush that you're like hurrying? Puppy
When you're hurrying, there's no Y, like no rushy. There's no
Puppy
Y.
and puppies?
Puppy and puppy. Good. We'll end off on that one. Everybody, good. Puppy. P. U. P.
I got one.
I. P-I-E-S. The Y is changed to I-E-S. You don't have to write it down, but unless you want. Very good. So, yes, Rush.
You can do babies to baby. What baby to
Baby
baby?
to babies. Very good. Yeah. Give yourself a round of applause, and I will see you tomorrow. You guys have a homework assignment. Is to print it out. It is optional. You do not have to. But if you want more practice, this is where you'll find it, is on the Google Classroom under English. All right? Good job, you guys. Does anybody have a
Hi,
question?
Miss Katie. Thank you.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Thank you.